Hey, this is Kristen Shaw with Airport Improvement, and I'm here today with Thom Walsh from Fentress Architects.
Good day. How are you?
Nice to see you.
It's nice to be here.
I know I haven't seen you in quite a while. I wanted to catch up with you and see what the newest is from Fentress and what you're up to.
Well, we've been quite busy over the last couple of years. We just completed a concourse expansion at Nashville and a redistribution of security checkpoints and a wings project there in order to be able to do the international arrivals facility. We have a project in Houston at Bush International, a new concourse expansion for international passengers. As soon as they start really arriving back in the U.S.
Yeah, soon. Soon, it looks like.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're getting at least, 25 or 30 countries have been allowed to start doing international travel.
Right.
I saw the news the other day, and the hugs and kisses at international arrivals facilities around the nation were absolutely wonderful. And we're just about complete with a new international terminal, the South Terminal at Orlando. So those projects all started before the pandemic, and we're making some modifications due to the pandemic in trying to make sure that that touchless kind of travel occurs.
Right. That's a big trend, right? And accelerated so in the last 2 years.
Very much so, yes. And a lot of it is being handled by a lot of the manufacturers of equipment to try and make sure that it's as touchless as possible. It's the times, they have changed quite a bit.
Quite a bit, yeah. So tell me, in the last 2 years, along with those changes, what have you learned? What have you seen in terms of what's changing?
One of the things that I was talking to some people here at the conference, the new passenger type, the person who is a business person but would like to work remotely at a vacation kind of spot. So because everyone is now facile in being able to work remotely, you could work from any place.
Anywhere in the world that has a Wi-Fi connection.
Yes, that's right. You have to have a good Wi-Fi connection at your hotel or your bed and breakfast or wherever. But yes, we're seeing more the business leisure traveler starting to show up, rather than just the pure business traveler who's going to make it to a meeting.
Right.
Now, you can take your family on that business trip to a nice location.
So that changes how you plan for your projects?
Well, it's just a different type of passenger. I think we're going to start seeing a bit more casual lounge areas in airports to accommodate that kind of business travel, leisure travel combination.
It seems like, from what I've seen here at the ACI conference, hold rooms are becoming more loungy, as you're saying.
Yep.
Less, let's see how many people we can cram in with this straight seating.
Well, that was a trend that was starting beforehand, trying to have a lot of conveniences close to the hold rooms, so that once you, as the passenger, mostly in domestics, when you get to your hold room and you know your plane is coming into that gate and you're there and you want to get a cup of coffee or you want to pick up a magazine, it's within a very short walking distance and you can keep your eyes on your plane.
Right.
I think in international travel, the length of time in between when you arrive and get processed to get onto the plane is longer, so they have a tendency to wander a little bit more. So those central core areas where after security there's a large group of commercial offerings, whether it's duty-free or other kinds of shops, is very popular, and people will linger there because the flight's not leaving for another 45 minutes to an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all about maximizing that retail opportunity.
Yeah, you don't need to sit in the whole room the entire time.
No, that's not very fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with all of this, my last question for you is, what do you see as, coming ahead? I know airports plan 10, 20 years in the future. What do you think's coming next?
I think the vertical takeoff may be a trend for planes so that you don't need as much acreage. You'll still need runways for landing and that, but the takeoffs might be shorter, and you may be able to, with collapsible wings, tighten up the distribution of the planes.
Yeah.
That also is being looked at by both Airbus and Boeing in order to be able to minimize their own footprint.
Yep, I've seen some smaller versions of that, VTOLs that are going to be car size or truck size, really.
Yeah.
So now they're looking in bigger scale.
Yeah, yes. And we were even talking about small package delivery at airports or around airports for deliveries rather than always being trucked. That you can bring it to the airport and take it directly from the airport.
Huh.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming to stop with us today.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yes. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
Thank you.